Good morning, class. We have left the chapter heat in physics. Okay, so today we will discuss about the heat. So first of all, we will discuss about the heat. What is the heat? Actually, heat is a form of energy. It is also a form of energy. And now question is that how we feel heat. Suppose here is a hot body, and here is a cold body, right? Cold body. Two bodies are there. So these are the comparatively, these are the relative terms, hot and cold bodies. Okay. So when there is a hot body, it means that it produces heat, right? It produces heat. It is a form of energy, it produces heat. And when the two bodies, both hot body and cold body, are in contact together, so what happens? You will see that from there, heat is moving on toward the colder body, because it is the nature of the heat. Heat always move from higher temperature to lower temperature. Here hot body is having a higher temperature, that's why it moves from hotter body to the colder body. Okay, this is the reason only when we touch any hot body we feel cold, we feel hot. Why it is? Reason is that if hot body is there and if we will touch the hot body, in comparatively hot body, our body is cold, and when we will touch it we feel hot and we just withdraw our hands. Okay, that is the reason only. Okay, so when we just get together the hot body to the cold body, so hot body start transfer of heat from hot body to the colder body. This is the reason only that we feel hot or cold when we will in touch of the hot body or cold body. Is it clear? So next is units of heat. So if there is a heat, so what is the unit? What is the SI unit of heat? How we can measure how much energy is supplied, how much energy needed to we have. So for units of heat, SI units of heat is joule. It is usually used as J, capital J, right? And measured. So if you are producing heat, how much heat required you are having to raise the temperature of the body, right? So that things you have to need the measurement. So heat is measured in calories. Okay, this is a very small unit. Calorie is very small unit. Okay, and the big unit is kilocalories. 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 joule, and 1 calorie is equal to 4.86 joule. Is it clear? Okay. So calorie you understood? The calorie means that how much, listen again, the calorie means that how much energy, how much temperature you need to raise the temperature of 1 gram water. Okay. So that is the calorie. Okay. For a small unit, calorie is a very small unit, and kilocalorie is the big unit. Okay, as compared to the calorie, right? Now next is the source of heat. Source of heat. There are so many source of heat is there, but three important source of heat is there. First is the sun. This is a natural source of energy. It is having abundant source of energy. It is having abundant source of light. Second is electricity, and third is fire. Okay. So in case of sun, we will discuss first the sun. Sun emits or gives a lot of energy, heat energy and light energy. Electricity man-made. Okay. In the winter season, you will see that you need one example I am giving you. Suppose blower is there, heater is there. So if you just sit in front of the blower or in front of the heater, you feel what? You feel hot. Okay. So it is the use of the electricity. For this only, with the help of the electricity, we need hot. Okay. And fire. It is a very common thing. Okay. Fire, when you will just light up the two things. So fire got, and after that you feel hot. Okay. Now question is that which substance is flammable and inflammable? So inflammable means that substance that catch fire very easily. Substance that catch fire very easily, that is called inflammable. LPG gas is there, dry paper is there, dry clothes are there, so many examples are there. Non-flammable substance means that substance that do not catch fire easily. Suppose mud is there, wood is there, not dry wood, okay, and wall is there, brick is there, so many examples are there. Okay, Is it clear? Now, next is the effects of heat. This is very important. Effects of heat. And if you are supplying the heat to the body, what effect is there? What happens? First is change in temperature. Second is change in size. And third is change of state. This third change of state is called thermal expansion. And this thermal expansion is in your syllabus. Okay. So first change in temperature. Suppose you are giving or providing some heat of energy to the substance, and after that, after some times of interval, you just increase the temperature. So if you increase the temperature, what happens? You will see that the reading of your thermometer scale is increased. Second is change in size. Okay. And when you are providing a heat to the substance, after some times you will see that its size will be changed. Its size will be changed. For example, you can see that small coin you will take it, and if you will take the small coin and if you will put in the fire, what happens? You will see that after some time of interval it will be very hot, and if you hammer it, size will be changed. Okay, the size will be changed. And third is change of state. Change of state means if you are providing a heat to a substance or a body, any body, so what happens? So after providing or supplying the heat, the state of the object will be changed. Okay. So see, I am giving you an example. Okay. First example is that take some water. Okay. And keep it on the stove. Okay. And supply some heat. After some time of interval, you will see that the water will be boiled. Okay. And again, and then you will increase the temperature. After that, you will see that after boiling, vaporization is there. Okay. Some time of interval, you will see that whole water of the kettle will be washed out, will be vaporized. Okay. So what happens? Here you will see that change of state is there. First of all, water is there. After some time of interval, the water will be changed in vapor. Okay. When you are providing a heat. Okay, next example. Take one boil of water. Okay, after taking one boil of water in the summer season, what you will do? You will just keep in the freezer. Okay, so before putting in the freezer, the water in the form of liquid. Okay, so after 1 and 2 and 3 hours, you will see that water will be converted into the solid. It will become in ice. Okay, so here you can see that change of state is there. Is it clear? Okay, thank you class.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.